If you're looking for a new tech tool, I believe that Kahoot could be the answer. It's an amazing tool that you can implement in your classroom for so many different things to get kids excited about learning. You can use it to assess kids, to introduce new lessons, and even to have kids create their own. The first thing you're going to want to do is go to getakahoot.com. Once you go to getakahoot.com, it'll load this page. If you scroll down, it'll tell you the easy 1, 2, 3 about Kahoot, how to create a Kahoot, how to play, and even how to share. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click this sign up for free, and yes, your account is free. Once you click that, it'll take you to the sign up page, which is super easy, and within minutes you have a free account. Once you have an account, it'll look like this. This is where you can create a new Kahoot. You can create a quiz, a discussion, or even a survey. If you want to introduce the lesson, I think that the blind Kahoot right here is a really good way to introduce something. It's not about them getting the answers correct, but it's more about introducing the topic and letting them discover what's coming next and what is going to be in this new lesson that they're learning. But it also gives you in the results a chance to see the kids that might be okay with the subject so far, or other children who might need a little more help as you go throughout the lesson. You can use a quiz to evaluate and assess students after a lesson. You can use a discussion and have all the kids answer a question, and then they can debate about it, or you can have a classroom discussion based off the Kahoot. Or you can even take a survey to gather students' opinions about a certain topic or a certain subject. So Kahoot offers so much. And if you don't have time to make your own Kahoot, which it really only takes seconds, you can always go up here to the top where it says Public Kahoots. If you click on Public Kahoots, it'll open a page that looks like this. This is a page full of different Kahoots that people have made and put online for you to use or even modify. You can type in a title right here or a subject if there's something specific you're looking for, an audience just so they know that it's children or students. And as you see here, there's so many different Kahoots that have already been made. And you can see here next to the play button how many times these have been played and how many people have favorited them. So that kind of gives you an insight on these Kahoots people actually are using, and they're really good, and that you might want to check them out. Another really cool thing about Kahoot is that your kids don't need a Kahoot account to play it. Although it might be really helpful to have a Kahoot account for your kids, and you can actually control their accounts so they can't see these public Kahoots, and the Kahoots they make won't be public. But it's not necessary. What you need to do is once you start your Kahoot, have your kids go to kahoot.it, and it'll bring them to this page here. Once you have started the Kahoot, it'll give them a game pin. They put the game pin in here and press enter, and then they're going to enter their name and press enter, and they'll automatically be joined in the Kahoot. The great thing about this is that the kids playing don't all have to be in the same classroom. They could be in a classroom next door. They could be in a classroom on the other side of the world. It's truly amazing how Kahoot can connect with so many different people. One more thing that I really like about Kahoot, and I think it's going to make this website go really far, is the results. If you come back to your home page, you can see my recent results right here and a list of all the Kahoots that you've played. You can download the results. You can save to Google Drive your results. The options are endless. If you download the results, it'll open up an Excel page, and the Excel page shows you all the students that played the game, how many answers they got right, and how many answers they got wrong. And then it shows you the questions you asked them and what their answers were. So you can really have knowledge about where they need more help, if they're getting the questions wrong, what about the subject do they need a little bit more help with. You can also break it down into questions so you can see each question and who answered to what. And at the end of the Kahoot, there's even a ratings, and I think this is really special because It asks the kids, how do you feel? How do you feel after this Kahoot? Do you feel good? Do you feel neutral? Do you feel negative? And I think that this could really give insight on how the students are feeling about a certain subject. They might not be willing to tell your teacher, but they might be willing to tell the game, which says a lot and can help educators out a lot. So remember, this is Kahoot, and this is an amazing tech tool to use in your classroom.